welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie, and in this video I'm going to do part 2 of my May physical media pickups. So you might have seen I did part 1 a couple of days ago, and in that part I literally just did all of my horror pickups for May. I kind of picked up a lot of stuff as I normally do, and yeah, I had enough horror that I just thought I would put all that in one video. But yeah, in this video I'm just going to concentrate on all of the non-horror titles that I picked up in the month of May. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say, so I'm just going to literally just get stuck straight in. So I'm just going to start out with TV. Now, I don't usually kind of have many box sets or anything to show. I don't really buy too many box sets or anything anymore, to be quite honest, but I am currently watching a series that I haven't watched before. So myself and my husband were watching it kind of when we're like eating dinner and stuff in the evenings, or if we need like an hour kind of episode or something just to kind of watch if we don't have time to watch a film. So we started watching the show Numbers, and I think this is a show from could be like back in like 2008 or something like that. Like, it's a pretty, a pretty old show now, but we're in the middle of season 1 and it is fantastic. It is such a good show. So of course I'm just like future proofing, so I had to pick up a couple more seasons. So of Numbers, I picked up season 2, and I got season 3, and then season 4 box set as well. So I'm just absolutely loving the show, and it's like not often that I get really like engrossed in a TV show. Yeah, I'm just loving the story and the characters and everything in this one. So I'm kind of, it's one of these ones that I'm locked in now, and I'm committed to kind of watch them all. So yeah, these are three more seasons, and then I have 2 more seasons to get, which I probably will get this month. So then on to films. This month I decided I wanted to pick up a couple more titles starring Robert Mitchum, because I have seen a couple of films of his, and I just think he's just absolutely fantastic. Like, everything I've seen him in so far, I've just thought he was absolutely incredible. So I just kind of went onto his IMDb and just kind of had a look at some titles that he was in, and the first being like probably the most famous film that he's in, but I haven't seen it as of yet. So I picked up the Night of the Hunter. So I've just heard so many absolutely incredible things about this film, and that Robert Mitchum is just fantastic and really creepy and everything in this one. So this is high up on the watch list, so I can't wait to see this one, The Night of the Hunter. And then next is another one that seems to be a little bit lesser of a known film. This one I could only find it on a Spanish release, but the title in question, the English title is Going Home, I think. I think that's the name of it. And kind of from what I gather, this is I guess like a family kind of crime drama film where Robert Mitchum plays a character who was convicted of the murder of his wife. And he basically gets out on parole, and so he goes back to his hometown and kind of tries to kind of make things right, I think is kind of what the general gist of the story is. And that he tries to make things right with his son and kind of get back into his life and that kind of thing. So yeah, I love a good family drama, so I just thought that sounded absolutely excellent. And again, with Robert Mitchum, I'm sure the performance will be great as well. So yeah, if anyone has seen or heard of this one, Going Home with Robert Mitchum, definitely please let me know. I'd be interested to know your thoughts. Then next is a title that I actually had on pre-order for a while, and it's just a title that I have been really curious to see ever since it was released, and it's this one, The Last Showgirl with Pamela Anderson. Now, I know Ollie from Ollie Loves Films, he was talking about this one the other day, and yeah, he had some really good words to say about this film. So I'm really looking forward to kind of checking this one out. It kind of seems like a kind of, maybe, I don't know, maybe like an understated kind of drama film, but obviously with the showgirl elements, it just yeah, it just kind of really drew me in. And yeah, there was just something kind of very kind of intriguing about this film to me. So definitely one I'm really looking forward to watching. And yeah, I'm sure Pamela Anderson will be fantastic in this one as well. But yeah, The Last Showgirl is the next title. And then in a previous video I had mentioned that I was kind of getting a little bit more into the films of Anne Margaret, and kind of just yeah, again, just kind of seeing what kind of she had to offer in her filmography. So I picked up a couple more titles starring her, which I'm really excited about as well. So the first one is actually these are both musicals. The first one is a musical that also stars Janet Leigh, Dick Van Dyke and Maureen Stapleton, as well as Anne Margaret, of course. And this one is Bye Birdie. Now this is like a musical that I've heard the name so many times, and yeah, I have absolutely no idea what this film is about. So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to kind of just going in blind, and like hopefully it'll be kind of an enjoyable musical. Yeah, musicals for me are kind of hit and miss, but when I love a musical, I just absolutely adore it. So I'm hoping this will be a really strong one. So again, let me know if you've seen this one. And then the next one with Anne Margaret, this one I have watched, and this is I think this is also the first film that I've watched with Elvis Presley. I can't think of any other ones that I've actually like sat down and fully watched with Elvis. And the title in question is Viva Las Vegas. So this is a really nice release as well. Actually, I had the option to get this on DVD or just kind of get like a cheaper version, but I just thought this Blu-ray release was just so nice. So this is the Blu-ray, DVD and the soundtrack kind of all in one. So I couldn't resist, and especially as it has the slipcover as well. So yeah, I watched this one recently. Really enjoyable little film. Like it's definitely one, if you're an Elvis fan, it's absolutely fantastic. But if you're kind of into your very kind of clean cut, kind of very kind of PC kind of musicals and stuff like that, it's very like it's good clean fun kind of musical. There's nothing controversial, nothing kind of crazy about it, but it's like a really good time, and it's a lot of fun. And the kind of setting and everything, the costumes, everything like that are fantastic. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I just had a good time with it. Again, it's not something that's gonna kind of necessarily blow you away, but definitely like just a really fun watch. And Anne Margaret is just absolutely stunning in this as well. She's just so cute, and she's just a fantastic performer. Some of her kind of dance sequences and everything that she does in this are just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, really enjoyed this one, Viva Las Vegas. So then the next title, this one, it doesn't look as kind of PC, I guess, as Viva Las Vegas. It looks a little bit more risque, which is always good too. So this is one I've had my eye on for absolutely ages and ages, and it seems to be like out of print. Definitely for an English copy anyway, it's out of print. So I picked up this just Italian Blu-ray copy, and the movie in question is The Postman. Is it The Postman Always Calls Twice? I should have looked it up. I'll put it down below if I need to correct myself, but I think it's The Postman Always Rings Twice, or Always Calls Twice. And yeah, this movie you might be able to see, so it stars Jessica Lange and Jack Nicholson. So two just absolutely incredible actors, and two actors that I'm very kind of keen to kind of watch more of their filmography and watch as much of their filmography as I can, because I just think they're both just fantastic. And they're both kind of from, you know, in their prime, kind of in the 70s, 80s, which is kind of my favorite kind of era of cinema as well. So two really kind of heavy hitters from that period. So I think this one is a little bit of a kind of period drama, and kind of like a little bit of a kind of romance crime film maybe. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but it's one I'm looking forward to checking out, just if nothing for just the fantastic talent that's in it as well. So yeah, The Postman Always Rings Twice is the next pickup. So I forgot to mention as well that all the ones I'm talking about now, I think these are all either Amazon or eBay pickups. I do have a little charity shop stack at the end, but all of these ones are either Amazon or eBay. So next is yeah, a very rare kind of Disney addition to my collection. I don't buy a lot of Disney titles. I think most of the titles, the Disney titles that I have in my collection are either kind of from job lots, or they're kind of secondhand, or they're kind of ones that I had from my childhood. But when I did my favorite movie from every genre video, I said that The Hunchback of Notradam was my favorite animated film, but I didn't have it on DVD or Blu-ray. So I just decided to correct that. I got a really nice, cheap and cheerful copy of Hunchback of Notradam, and then it actually came in a box set with the second film as well. So like it was cheap as chips, so I just couldn't resist picking this up. So Hunchback of Notradam 1 and 2, and it's a nice little kind of shiny kind of box set as well. So I'm happy just to have a DVD copy of my favorite animated film of all time, apparently. So yeah. And then next is just a little bit of a random title. Now this I kind of picked up at the start of the month. Now I haven't watched it yet, but I actually can't even remember how I came across this film, or like literally cannot remember what the kind of context for this film was, but it sounds fantastic and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. So the title in question is it's the Stanford Prison Experiment. Now this is a film from, let me see, it says 2021, but I don't think it's that new. I think it could be, okay, yeah, so it says film 2015. So film from 2015, and apparently it is based on a true story. So apparently it's based on an experiment that took place in Stanford prison in California, I think is where Stanford is. I'm nearly sure. Apparently they did this experiment where they got kind of two groups of students, and they had one group kind of act like the kind of policeman, or like the jailers kind of thing, and then they had another group act as the prisoners basically, and kind of set them up in like this kind of role play situation, and then just kind of humans being humans, and like kind of human nature, and kind of kind of authority and power and everything kind of coming into play, and things kind of get a little bit or a lot out of hand. So yeah, I'm really interested in all these kind of social experiments, and kind of I'm very interested in kind of psychology and all that kind of thing. So I just thought this sounded like such an interesting film, and the fact that it's obviously based on a true story as well is even more interesting. So one I'm really looking forward to checking out. So just for some context, so this one is, as I said, it's from 2015. It stars Billy Crudup, Michael Angarano, Ezra Miller, Ty Sheridan, and Olivia Thirlby. Yeah, Olivia Thirlby. So really looking forward to checking this one out. It sounds like it's going to be quite brutal, but it just sounds like it's going to be absolutely fascinating. So the Stanford Prison Experiment, again, please let me know if you've seen or heard anything good about this one. And then next, another little bit of a random kind of pickup as well. Another film, it's been on my watch list for absolutely ages, but it's not the easiest title to come by, but it just sounds like really fascinating to me as well. So the title in question is, it's this one called The Last of the Dogmans. So this film, kind of from what I gather, it's about the two main characters played by Tom Berenger and Barbara Hershey, and the Tom Berenger character, from what I gather, is a bounty hunter, and they're basically like out in the Rockies, kind of hunting kind of these three escaped convicts, and they basically, or he basically kind of finds what looks to be kind of the remnants of this kind of like this Native American tribe that were thought to have been basically massacred or kind of destroyed like over 100 years ago. And so I think the Barbara Hershey character is supposedly this kind of expert on kind of Native American affairs and history and that kind of thing. So I guess they kind of team up to try and kind of look into it and see basically can they actually kind of find if any of these kind of tribes people still exist, and I guess if so, to kind of try and protect them, I guess. So it sounds like a really like interesting little concept. Big fan of Barbara Hershey. Everything I've seen her in, I've just absolutely loved as well. So I just thought for the story, the cast, everything just sounded really interesting to me. And I'm kind of just enjoying kind of films kind of based on Native American tribes and Native American culture and all that kind of thing. So I just thought this sounded like a fantastic little watch. So really looking forward to checking this one out. So The Last of the Dogmen. And then the last pickup from Amazon then is another kind of totally random one, but I had talked about in my my horror pickups that I picked up the title The Dark Half, starring Timothy Hutton, and then it just led me down another rabbit hole of like looking into his filmography, because apart from, yeah, there's a couple of titles that I've seen him in. I've definitely seen Ordinary People, which I absolutely love. And yeah, there's a couple more. He's in a John Schlesinger film that I've seen as well, that the title is escaping me now, but yeah, I've been really like impressed by kind of what I've seen of his so far. So again, I just decided to kind of yeah, to go back through his filmography and just see kind of firstly, were there any like interesting titles, and then if so, was there any of them that were kind of readily available, I guess, on physical media, because that's kind of the kicker sometimes, when you might find a film but from an actor or a director or something that just sounds so interesting, but then it's not really available on physical media, or like it's out of print or really hard to get. But this one was available and it sounded really interesting. So the title in question is Daniel. So this film, from what I gather, it's another kind of family drama film. Yeah, and I can't actually kind of see on the, literally cannot see on the DVD kind of who directed it, but it does say it's executive produced by E.L. Doctorow and Sidney Lumet. So yeah, just like anything to do with Sidney Lumet to me is like a winner. So yeah, I just for that reason, and for kind of Timothy Hutton as well, I just said I would check it out. So as I said, it seems to be like a family drama. It seems to be about the character called Daniel, whose parents were actually executed for espionage. So it kind of seems like he is, I guess, still kind of reeling from the trauma of it, and kind of, you know, looking back into his family's history, and kind of, I guess, trying to kind of deal with everything that happened. So it does sound like it's quite a heavy kind of drama film, but as I said before, like I just love a good family drama, and yeah, just drama in general, even like a really heavy kind of heavy subject matter. Like I really enjoy films like that I can really kind of get stuck into. So yeah, I as I said, I don't really know too much about this one. It's kind of one I only just kind of discovered, but it's one I'm really looking forward to kind of getting stuck into. So yeah, Daniel is the next pickup. So next I'm moving on to the charity shop pickup. So yeah, I have a couple of box sets to start off with, a couple of movie box sets, and the first one is yeah, I was really chuffed to find this one actually. This one I found in a charity shop for €3, which I thought was a really good deal, and it's this Rodgers and Hammerstein collection. So this one, it says it's a 12-disc anniversary collection, so it has like all their musicals. So in this box set we have Carousel, The King and I, Oklahoma, The Sound of Music, South Pacific, and State Fair. So yeah, like a pretty good box set, and we have all the kind of individual discs in here as well. The only film that I've seen out of all these is The Sound of Music, and yeah, I love The Sound of Music. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I kind of grew up on The Sound of Music, so I kind of will always come back to The Sound of Music, especially at Christmas. It's like a perfect Christmas watch. But yeah, I haven't seen any of these other musicals, so I just thought for €3, why not kind of pick it up and just have them to hand if there's any kind of other musicals that I kind of fancy checking out. And then this next film box set, this one I thought was such a good deal. So this one I picked up for €1 in a charity shop as well, and it is the Cohen brothers collection. So yeah, a few weeks ago on Ollie Loves Films live stream, we were doing a quiz. It was the winners quiz, and yeah, Ollie had a question in it about Cohen brothers films, and I think it was Cohen brothers films that they worked on with Frances McDormand. And like I, for the life of me, could not think of like any Coen Brothers films. And like I just kind of realized that I really don't know much about their films, and I haven't seen kind of half of what they've kind of put out. So I just thought, no, that has to change. And so when I saw this box set, I just thought it was like the perfect opportunity to get some more Coen titles into my collection, and to finally kind of start exploring their filmography more. So the titles that are on this little box set, so we have The Big Lebowski, which is the only one on this box set that I have seen, and we have The Hudsucker Proxy with Tim Robbins Dogmans, Barton Fink and Blood Simple. So I just thought that was just such a good selection of titles. But yeah, I just thought this was such a good little find, so I'm so excited to get kind of stuck into this box set. But yeah, if you are a Cohen brothers fan, definitely please let me know which one I should watch first. Which one is your favorite from these titles in this box set? So and I will try and kind of prioritize it and kind of get it watched as soon as possible. But yeah, the Coen Brothers collection, so happy to have found this one. So then continuing on with the charity shop pickups, a title that I've been seeing in like loads of people's videos recently for some reason, and I had also kind of picked it up. So I just thought it was like a strange coincidence that I was seeing it in a couple of people's videos. But the title in question is Crocodile Dundee. So this is not as nice as Roy's copy that he got with like the two discs and the two movies in it, but yeah, the first one is such a classic, isn't it? I only just rewatched this film last year for the first time in years and years and years. I rewatched it with my dad because this is like one of his favorite films of all time. Like, he just thinks this is like the funniest thing to ever exist. So I just said there is no harm in having it on DVD then if he enjoys it so much. So yeah, I think it's a really funny little film as well, and just such a kind of comedy classic. So I had to own Crocodile Dundee when I saw it in the charity shop. Then another title I hadn't seen in years and years and years, but I remember loving it in the cinema, is this one, Argo. So yeah, this film, as I said, I absolutely loved it when I saw it in the cinema. I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. And I gave it a rewatch a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, it really holds up really well. Not as kind of impressive, I think, on a second watch. I feel like I kind of remembered this being like a lot more kind of happening in this film, but it's still like a really impressive film, really, really well made. And I kind of love the 70s kind of aesthetic of it. I just love the story. Everything about it is absolutely fantastic. Just for me, I just thought maybe I just kind of remembered kind of more kind of happening in it or something, or there kind of being like a little bit more kind of tension and kind of excitement in it, but it's still absolutely fantastic. So definitely a film that's good to have in the collection, and one that I know I will definitely rewatch again at some point in time. Then next is another title actually that's been on my watch list for a good while. This one, it just sounds so interesting to me. This one is starring Kate Beckinsale, Claire Danes and Bill Pullman. It's this one, Broke Down Palace. Now this one is, as far as I know, it's a thriller about two girls who are basically, I think they go on holiday in Thailand, and they kind of meet this guy who convinces them to try and kind of smuggle drugs back home basically, and they get caught. And so yeah, I think they have to then, I guess, try to convince the authorities that they're innocent, and try to show that there was someone else who kind of had a hand in what happened. So yeah, I just think that story sounds so interesting, and as I said, it's another one that I've kind of been wanting to watch for so long. So I'm just delighted now to have a physical copy of this film. So yeah, Broke Down Palace is the next one. And then the final pickup of this haul is one I'm so excited to have, and one I was just so excited to find, as it's another addition to my Val Kilmer collection. And the title in question is this one, Kill the Irishman. So yeah, there's probably not a lot more films now for my Val Kilmer collection that I kind of need to get. So when I saw this one, I was just so delighted and I had to grab it. And yeah, it's just so weird now kind of watching his films, like knowing that he's no longer with us. And yeah, like, to be honest, I don't think I've ever like missed anyone so much that I had never met. But yeah, I still can't believe he's gone. But yeah, it just kind of made me happy to find another title that I didn't have in the collection already. So yeah, I haven't really heard too much about this film, kind of other than obviously Val Kilmer being in it. But yeah, it seems to be like based on a true story, like a kind of mob film. And it says, in 1976, 36 bombs detonated against Cleveland as a turf war raged between Irish mobster Danny Green and the mafia. Based on true events, this explosive crime story chronicles Green's legendary rise from local troublemaker to top mob enforcer. So yeah, it sounds absolutely fantastic, and it has like a stacked cast. So aside from Val Kilmer, it has Ray Stevenson, Vincent D'Onofrio, Christopher Walken, Linda Cardellini, Fiona Flanagan, Vinnie Jones, Paul Sorvino, Robert Davi, and it just keeps going and going. So yeah, absolutely stacked cast in this film. So yeah, if anyone else has seen this one, Kill the Irishman, and if you have any thoughts, definitely please let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one or any of the other titles that I talked about. But yeah, so happy to have found this one, Kill the Irishman. So yeah, that is all of my May pickups now complete. So yeah, that was a very kind of heavy month for kind of buying physical media. So yeah, I'm just really excited about all my pickups, and again, I'm just looking forward to kind of getting stuck into to all of these titles. So yeah, as I said, if there's any of the titles that you have any thoughts on, or if you've seen or that you want to see, definitely please leave a comment below and kind of let me know your thoughts. But yeah, if you are still watching this video, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I really look forward to speaking to you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.